The city is shrouded in fog. Days of winter grey, grounding flights at the airport and leaving trains stranded on tracks, hashtagged over burned, stubbled fields. Nighttime traffic in the city becomes a jittery crawl, yellow headlamps and blinking hazard lights creeping in slow motion along empty avenues. After days have passed, maybe even years, Bibi thinks, the fog lifts, the queues begin. Men, women, the elderly proceed in zombie shuffle along separate lines to get new currency in return for the old, discontinued banknotes. Handwritten signs flap in front of ATM machines. Out of order, some of them say. Others simply, no cash. Bibi, who has not stood in line to turn in her expired money, and who does not possess the new magenta banknotes, the ones with images of the piloted Mars mission on the back, uses her credit card to buy groceries and milk from the DLF Promenade Mall. Then, because she doesn't have cash for an auto rickshaw, she walks back to her flat in Munirka village, past the endless walls of the university, her backpack heavy with supplies. The queuing ends, the surgical strikes begin. Special forces make raids across the border, targeting jihadi camps deep inside Pakistan. On the primetime television show, The National Interest, the glossy-haired news anchor asks experts whether beheading enemy soldiers is a suitable riposte to the martyred torso found along the line of control. The anchor is wearing a Western suit, and his face takes up half the screen. A couple of Pakistani politicians, stereotypical bearded Maulvi faces, are among the 7 guests squeezed into the other half, men and women sitting in remote studios who look utterly bored until they start shouting. As hashtag Brahmastra crawls in fluorescent orange across the bottom of the screen, the anchor's voice rises in pitch. "We are going to finish you off! You are done!" he screams at the Pakistani guests. They try to respond, but the microphone cuts them off. The volume is turned up on the voice of the anchor as he rants, the ticker now flashing in glorious multicolored fury. Hashtag superweapon, hashtag nuclear option, hashtag final solution. As India unites behind him against jihadis, against foreigners, against anti-nationals.